It's Sports Frenzy! Sports Frenzy!
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone. I retain the title, the champion. Still holding my title going into the Royal Rumble. That's right. They're going to have to pry it away from me. I don't know.
Technically, had I gone with the Panthers on that last pick, we both would be holding up the belts right now.
But you did not.
I know, I did not.
Because of your craziness, you did not.
I was telling my buddy yesterday that I went with the Seahawks versus the Panthers on the frenzy sheets, and he just looked at me and he's like, "Why did you do that?" And I said, "I don't know. I was throwing the Hail Mary pass." I said to him, and he's like, that's probably. He said to me, he's like, "That's probably the craziest pick you've ever made on there, isn't it?"
I would say it is your craziest pick you've ever made. Yes,
yeah.
You know I've gone with some upset specials, but come on now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Seahawks tried making it a game, but failed miserably.
We just had this talk.
I know.
Seahawks did not try and make it a game. I'm sorry, it didn't happen. This is my scenario. They either went into the locker room at halftime and we're told, hey, we're going to lose the viewing audience. This is a nationally televised game. Could you guys maybe go a little easier on them in the second half so somebody will watch this game still? Because I'll admit it, I turned it off. And either that or the guys said, you know what? We can go a little easy now so nobody gets hurt. We're aiming for the big title now, Super Bowl title. So either way, I don't feel Seattle stood a chance. Not at all. That was the craziest pick ever for you, Rose. Ever.
It was.
That will go down in history as Jamie Rose's worst pick ever.
Just mark it on your calendar.
Remember this day, everyone.
All right.
Hope you've all had a good Martin Luther King Day, for those of you that didn't have to work or those of you who have went out and celebrated today. So obviously we're recording now, so everybody will be able to see the show fresh on Tuesday when they come back to work and school.
Oh, yes.
All right, so let's get into our recaps. Our first games, the NLL lacrosse games. We have the Calvary Roughnecks squeaking by. This could be a squeaker game. Squeaking by the Black Wolves 9-8.
Next up, the Vancouver Stealth. Is this a squeaker, you think?
Yeah, actually 2 points. Yeah, I'd say it's a squeaker
lacrosse,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say the Vancouver Stealth squeak by. Rush 13-11.
All right, on to boys high school basketball. We got Adrian getting a win over Dexter, 51-55. That's what? 3 points, 4 points. That could kind of almost be a squeaker game. Pretty close.
Basketball, yeah. Definitely not a squeaker game. We have Bad Axe remaining undefeated against BP 57-29.
Good job, Bad Axe.
Bad Axe.
And Morency getting a big win over Clinton. This is still boys high school basketball. Morency with the win, 49-37.
Also getting the big victory over Tecumseh. Ypsilanti Lincoln wins by a score of 66-48.
It's our first three-point bonus game. It's our first three-point bonus game. Yeah. We have Madison getting a pretty good sized win over Sand Creek boys. Oh, no, sorry. This is girls high school basketball now. Sorry about that, guys. Madison girls getting the win, 52-38.
The Blissfield girls defeat Onstead 52-29. Oof. Can I do the next one? Can I?
You get this one, Rose. Go for it.
Oh, my goodness gracious. This one just hurts to even cover. Tim and I were talking about this one. The Dexter girls annihilate, destroy, blow away. I got to give it a bomb here. Dexter defeats Adrian girls 61-4.
This is when I wish I could touch base with, like, I eventually want to do that, get interviews or something. I want to know what the heck happened here. How do you play a whole game and only get 4 points? Yeah. Were you just chucking the ball up there? I don't know. With scores like this, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a small possibility the Adrian girls might be getting a new coach next season.
I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I told him the score, and he's huge into basketball, and I said to him, I'm like, what do you say to if you're the head coach? What do you say to your girls? Do you yell at them? Do you say, oh, it's okay, we'll get them next time? What do you say? And my buddy flat out says, I don't think he said if I was the head coach and my team scored only 4 points an entire basketball game, I wouldn't have an opportunity to say anything to them because I would be fired right on the spot, is what he said.
I really wondered. I mean, you can make a growing moment from that. If you got a young team that's not very good at all, you can. But I don't know. Size difference. There's something here that happened in this game. There's got to be something to explain this score.
I mean, 4 points in 4 quarters. I don't get how that happens. I'm just blown away by that.
If the team is that young and they're not sure, what's going on yet, I mean, that's huge.
Or is it that Dexter's just that good? Maybe.
Well, I mean, look at that, 7-1. Dexter's that good, but. I mean, Adrian hasn't had any wins this season other than one. I don't know. That's me. There's so many factors there. I don't want to rule it out that they played their hardest, but to me, it doesn't sound like they even came to play. So
I don't know. Most
if anybody
lopsided score I think we've ever seen on here.
if there's anybody from the Adrian girls that would like to, phone in or tweet us or anything to let us know what happened here, I'd love to be able to stand up for you guys a little more. I'm not dissing on you by any means. It's kind of devastating to see this kind of score in a basketball game.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you take the next one now, Tim.
All right, our final girls high school basketball game of the week has Hudson getting a win over Dundee, 61-48.
I'll let you do the next one too, since I took the last two.
Oh, okay. We're going into men's NCAA basketball action. And I watched part of this game, and Michigan was not playing the best game in the world in this game. So Iowa gets number 16th ranked. Iowa gets the win over Michigan, 82-71.
Upset
alert! Upset alert! Upset alert!
That is true. Took the words right out of my mouth, Tim. Wisconsin probably gets the upset of the week here.
This is definitely going to be the upset of the week.
It was a squeaker of a game, too.
Yes.
We have Wisconsin beating Michigan State 77-76.
On a last-second shot, I believe it was, if I read that correctly on our Sports Frenzy page, as posted by Jamie Rose.
That's me. It is.
We have on to women's NCAA basketball action. We have Oregon State over California, 70-48.
Maryland defeats Northwestern, 80-62.
On to some NBA basketball action. And what a great game this was on the retirement of Ben Wallace night. If you have not seen the retirement ceremony of Ben Wallace, you can go to our Facebook page and check it out, as it was pretty emotional night for the Pistons, and they proved it by getting a huge win over the Golden State Warriors. They had these guys flustered all night long. In fact, what is his name? Stephen Curry, is it?
Yes. Yep.
I was commenting to Julie today when I was talking to her. Stephen Curry is a huge Christian, and they had him so flustered last night he almost got ejected. So our final score here on Ben Wallace night was Detroit Pistons 113-95, and the whole, they drew their energy because I believe almost the whole starting team, at least the whole starting team for your championship Pistons was there that night.
Wow. They were channeled. So do you think they will retire more of that team's jerseys? Like, do you think they'll retire Rashid's jersey or?
I don't know. I'm not. It seems like Billups, most likely. I bet he'll get his retired. I could see Rashid getting his retired too. I mean, they were all there last night. The only one who might not get his jersey retired is Tayshaun.
When he got traded last year back to the Pistons,
he wasn't happy.
Oh, you could tell he wasn't happy based on his play and his attitude. I said to myself, I'm like, this guy is not going to be here next year. And sure enough.
Well, he didn't stick around.
Nope.
He was there last night, though.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there. And he seemed like he was in a good mood. They mentioned him. They talked about him a little bit and him being there. So,
the Dallas Mavericks defeat the Chicago Bulls 83-77.
On to some NHL hockey action. We got the
he shoots, he scores!
We're gonna try and find that for you. We can't get it perfect, but we sound kind of pathetic compared to how he says it.
Yeah. I gotta write that down. I gotta look that up.
We got the Tampa Bay Lightning getting an overtime win to the against the Pittsburgh Penguins, 5-4. This was an overtime win. It wasn't a shootout, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. My squeaker game of the week came true. We had the St. Louis Blues over the Montreal Canadiens, 4-3 in overtime.
Wow, both our games overtime games this week.
Good hockey action for you guys.
3 points. 3-point bonus game.
Yeah.
What do we got? Yes. Football. We have the New England Patriots getting a win over the Kansas City Chiefs, 27-20. Squeaker game, Rose.
Yeah.
That's 1 touchdown.
That is. Well, technically, this would be a squeaker game, too. We have the Carolina Panthers squeaking by the Seattle Seahawks. I can't even do it with a straight face. It wasn't a squeaker game. We had the Panthers over the Seahawks, 31-24. Cole wins by 17-16 was our final score for the week. But all right, let's see what we got. I'll give you guys a couple of tidbits here.
You want to cover anything real quick?
The finalists for the 2016 U.S. Olympic men's basketball team. I'm not going to cover all the guys, but I'll cover some of the big names on it. Stephon Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Paul George, LeBron James, Westbrook there, Paul, what's his face? Can't remember. I only got our last names right now, so. Anyways, it was a bad week in NCAA basketball. If you were a top 10 or top 25 team, there were 26 losses by top 25 teams this week. Includes
that's true. A couple of them dropped right out holes.
There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, I think Michigan State had 2 losses this week. So I bet Michigan State's going to fall hard from the rankings. Happy birthday goes out to Muhammad Ali. Fun little fact here. 12 of the last 13 Super Bowls have either featured Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, or Ben Roethlisberger.
Interesting.
Your NFC and AFC championship games. The NFC, it's the Cardinals versus the Panthers, and the AFC will feature the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots.
Super Bowl's not far off now.
Nope. I think that.
Is just around the corner, folks. So that's how we'll end it for you. Your day for MLK Day, and we will talk to you again real soon. I'm the coach. Catch you later.